End of the month could be something really hype, looking forward to, and concerning the fact that we have ourselves a spring campaign coming up by the time this month ends, courtesy of Hiken for getting that date in mind, I think it's literally in our best interest to pretty much skip whatever's coming our way. So anywho, play my intro. Thank you very much. お前たちの抱く希望も未来も全て私のこの手で砕いてやる。さあ、新たな世界へ。Bleach Brave Souls. This 1000-year blower banner is returning, which is crazy because so far this month has been nothing but bait after bait after bait after bait. We had Toshiro and Sangdu dropping, which, again, those two characters, they're really good. Sangdu being an easy contender of being one of the top 10 best units in the game. Top 5 even, because that's how good the character is. Introducing the SP boost as the soul trait and having 120% SP boost. Literally the second character to get Frenzy +3 for PvE, and just being the best gauge character out there. He's better than Ichibei, as a matter of fact. Just that, you know, he doesn't have, Devastation, some other stuff, but like, he's an amazing character. If you do not have Yichiru Unohana, this is a splendid character to get. But if you had Yichiru Unohana 5-5, you just kind of only need him once and that's it. I don't use this character as much, but I absolutely love the Link, and whenever I get to play as this character, yeah, he's stupidly strong. Toshiro, I already stated my thoughts about this character. He's just a GQ NAD character on a rotation that kind of doesn't really need much help compared to, like, you know, other melee rotations like Espada, Quincy Sternritter, those kind of rotations. And the banner itself is terrible. Like, there's nothing good. It's just a 2-character / 1-character banner, basically. And then we had ourselves the likes of Kilgay, Bambi, and Eburn return. Hold on, let me just pull up. It's no longer there, but like, you guys get the point. These 3 characters came back, and Kilgay is still one of the best characters in the game. Still a top 5 contender, and Bambi, I wouldn't really say that she's top 10, but like, she's still a must-have for ranged captain, even though I feel like we could get a new one, because I'm not too much of a big fan with how her playstyle is, and then Eburn is just a link slot potion character. And yeah, just basically another bait banner. However, the fillers were pretty much terrible, like nothing of value, there's nothing good. This Parasol banner also did make a comeback, featuring Rukia, Gin, and Ikaku. Now, while these characters are seasonal, these were pretty powerful seasonal characters. Ikaku still being, like, you know, one of the best mind farmers that we have in the game, and I'd argue to say better than Balgo and Osushi. And then Rukia just being one of the best power characters in the game, however, really held back in Guild Quest because of her SA2 being locked and being a melee attack. But she was still basically a mini Kilgay and was kind of, you know, a good character to summon for, and the filler sadly wasn't all that crazy, besides, you know, having nothing but a bunch of link slot potion characters. And again, we don't talk about him, he's kind of just there. And then we had this banner returning with Yama, Yuha, and I forgot, what was it, Aizen? Yeah, Aizen. Is the banner even still up? Okay, thank you, I don't care. Yeah, okay, this banner left, so my bad, I thought it was still available. But anywho, the characters are still okay, it's just that we kind of have replacements, except for Aizen. He still is, like, you know, a must-have. Yamamoto has definitely fallen off of, like, you know, GQ content and stuff. If you have Yuha, the new Ichigo, you guys don't really need this character. And then Yuha, strictly good for PvP in Guild Quest. You pretty much want to use the likes of the new Toshiro for that rotation, but that's just about it. If you have him 5-5, he can still cook, but like, not worth summoning for, considering Yuha did return as a filler on the end of year banner with a new Ichigo, Yuha, and Orihime, and these 3 characters are continuing to come back as fillers as we get more 1000-year blower characters.
And even then, this banner was also pretty bad. And the crazy thing is, Gremmy and Lige Baro was on this banner, which is kind of stupid, and there's nothing good here. Nothing really good, except for Orihime, which is a good link, and then Oetsu, which is still somewhat usable in Guild Quest, but Ichibei, nah. And now, it brings us to this banner right here. But wait, there's also another filler banner that we got. It was Spirits Are Forever With You, which, Toshiro is still good. Don't get me wrong, he still is great. Still a must-have for the Melee Squad Zero human GQ. Where was it? Oh, there we go. Untold Stories. Still a good character, but the other two have pretty much fallen off, like I stated before. And decent filler, but like nothing too crazy. And then lastly, as Nodt and Byakuya is going to be returning. Which, by the way, I'm going to give you guys my answer. No, you guys should not summon on this. Only summon if one of these characters are your favorite characters. In my case, I went 25 steps for As Nodt. I was very fortunate to get 4 copies, including the Pity, and guess what? Because I wanted this character for so long in this game, I did it out of respect, gave him the Rainbow move source, and got him Max Transcended. Do I still use this character? Absolutely. I still love playing as this character even though I have a Max Transcended Yuha, because in my opinion, he's just that good of a character. It's just that there's better alternatives to use as a whole. And then Byakuya, he's pretty much meant to be used strictly in GQ, and we can definitely get like some kind of a replacement for him. Like, we needed a NAD character that is a booster, not an SP character that is a booster and is only good for Guild Quest. And dude, the stupid thing is that Gremmy and Lige are back already again. Like, do not summon on this banner, obviously. And then there's Soifon, which is still quite decent to use, although I do think that we're due for another new Oranker killer, but the link is good. Yuha is bad, Ichigo's just a link, Rukia, outdated, Yichiru is just completely irrelevant, garbage, useless, and the banner format is actually a lot worse compared to when it first came out. At least, when the banner came out, it had some form of value. There was Masaki there. And for those that didn't have Masaki or just needed to max transcend her, summoning on the banner was actually quite good. Plus, it was a crown summon, so like you had Byakuya or As Nodt guaranteed at step 10 and 20. And then the ticket on step 25. And you pretty much had to spend way less orbs. And this is just a complete downgrade. I would accept this if the Squad Zero characters were in this. Anywho, the whole point is, considering we've had a lot of bait banners, we can definitely expect ourselves something new. A new power character could be on our way, and a new tech character could be on our way. Potentially, another new 1000 Year Blow War banner, which I can see definitely coming, but if it isn't 1000 Year Blow War, I can expect something like Burn the Witch, because since we've been getting these Burn the Witch banners without any type of announcement from K-Lab, it can happen. Like, let's say we were to get, you know, more Parasol Burn the Witch characters. In this case, I definitely do see the likes of Nini and Noelle coming in their Japanese Parasol uniforms. That can be a thing. But it can also be something else. Or it can even be a premium banner. We'll have to wait and see for that. Power and tech are the attributes that need the most amount of help right now. If we go ahead and look at the power attribute, it's garbage. It's terrible. It's not even good. Like, Rukia, she's amazing, except in Guild Quest. She's handicapped to hell. You can't even use the SA2, but everywhere else, she's fantastic for Limit Breaker Quest. She's fantastic for Inheritance Trial. Epic Raids, she's gonna make war. GQ though? Good luck trying to get 50 seconds remaining, because you're not doing that. Ichigo, his multipliers suck. He only has Frenzy +3 with 20% full stamina damage boost. That being said, still the best autoing character by far, and his Poise Break skill is extremely good in Limit Breaker Quest. That has always been very clutch, and nowadays he's actually proven to be pretty good in Limit Breaker Quest despite being given quite a bit of a weak kit. Like the 18% shave, it's a bit of a miss. He needed a 960 into Main Vortex, even though now he has the 750 in the Tracking Vortex, and yeah. And then Yama, he's fallen off way too hard from Guild Quest. He still can get over 45 seconds remaining should he get the good RNG procs. He's very RNG heavy, but he can actually do it. People have gotten 50 seconds remaining, albeit you needed to have really good side units, and this guy's capable of doing that. Compared to Rukia, where she cannot, But that being said, everywhere else, Yama is just completely, humbled by this Rukia. So we're definitely going to be needing a new power character because the top 10 for power is literally riddled with freaking, what was it, characters from like 2021, 2022, like 2023, like barely got anything, and we're in a dire need for a new power character. Tech, funny enough, has gotten better because of Halibel right here. This Halibel is the farmer that we needed. Power doesn't even have that. Keep that in mind. And we already got what we needed. She, doesn't farm droplets, but she does guarantee plus 10 super pots. And if you guys don't want to use her, guess what? She's a Link. Easy. And this character came out better than Mishiro. Like, if you look at the Mishiro and compare this Halibel to Mishiro, bro, why is a mid-month character better than an end-of-the-month character? You guys know what I'm saying? They're doing power way too damn dirty. It's not even funny. It's actually not even funny at all. And again, Tech is in a better spot now. And Ichibei is still fantastic. Like, don't get me wrong. I underestimated this guy. I take back the negativity that I had towards him. That being said, in base, his damage isn't good. But once you get the gauge filled up, boom, you have yourself a monster of a character. I've seen people get insane scores with this character in Guild Quest. He does ridiculously well. In Limit Breaker Quest, he does ridiculously well. And this guy is the best that we have for technique, and I'm gonna say he's better than Quincy Ichigo. That being said, Quincy Ichigo, he's still really good. But he's not better than Ichibei for Guild Quest. I have to be 100% honest. That being said, in Limit Breaker Quest, he still does the job just fine. Like, he's providing the strong attack recharge buff. But the issue with Tech, it's like, we only have these 3 powerful characters right now. Not 3, excuse me. 4. Safi Tosh, which is still good, but I can definitely say that we're indeed due for like a new Soul Reaper killer. Wait, that's Ichiban. Never mind. We're indeed due for like, a melee squad 0 killer, because while this guy's still really good, King Clear Nightmare, I got like 28 seconds remaining. We could definitely use a new one, and if we get one for power and is like, a double killer character with like, I don't know, Squad 0 and a Rancor, Squad 0 and Soul Reaper, Squad 0 and Holo, whatever it is, I don't mind if we get that. I'm gonna be 100% honest. If it's a power character, all the more better, even more so if it's like, built like Yuha or Retsu in this kind of case, because we're definitely indeed due for that. Again, Tech does need help, but it's in a better position compared to power, because you have yourself 3 really good powerful characters to use, and then a powerful farmer, whereas power, it's just so handicapped to hell, and it doesn't even have a good super power farmer. Mishiro doesn't cut it, Nelio doesn't cut it. This character's god-awful. So, yeah. It's time, lads. We're finally gonna be getting our power or tech character, and if you guys look at Limit Breaker Quest, it's been literally going on an attribute schedule for slot 1. So, in this kind of case, why don't we go and look back at the previous rounds? And I have to say, it definitely started with Parasol Rukia with how they've been designing these Limit Breaker Quest characters. And even then, when you design a character that is made for Limit Breaker Quest, you guys know that we have ourselves a really strong, powerful character designed for those quests in particular and Guild Quest. Just that, of course, Rukia was just an experimental failure for Guild Quest, as you guys have seen. But like, point being, end of the month of October, we had this Rukia right here. And yeah, she still did quite decently good in Limit Breaker Quest, despite her SA2 not being as greatly boosted, but like now does better. And then yeah, what did we get for the end of the month of November? Ichibei. End of the month of December, Yuha. End of the month of January, Ruruka. And then end of the month of February, Sangdu. Notice how it's been going on a rotation. Slot 1, we had Sangdu this month. Last month was Heart. The month before that was Mind. And the month before that was Tech. And the month before that was Power. So yeah, Power and Tech is next. It's either going to be one of them. Heck, if we get a brand new Tech character that actually helps out the attribute by a mile, and we potentially get like a character with Rampage, that's going to be even better. If we get a Power super part farmer that is like this Rengiku, Senjumaru, that's gonna be a blessing. And if it's the other way around, I don't mind it either. Like, okay, sure, we did get this Halibel not too long ago, which in my opinion, I do deem her to be really amazing. Matter of fact, I do need to make a top 10 best farmer list, so that way I can just, you know, make some content, because right now BBS has been kind of dry, but like, you guys get the point. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. But yeah, do not summon for Nodt and Byakuya. Like, Byakuya is still, you know, a good character to have, but would you guys really want to do that? Besides, how long will the banner stay before it leaves? Like, I'm pretty sure this banner will stay until the end of the month. Yeah, this banner stays until the 2nd of April. Matter of fact, I'm going to be max transcending True Shikai Ichigo that day, so just letting you guys know right now. If you guys want my honest opinion, do not summon and wait to see what end of the month is. If end of the month does interest you, obviously skip this, but if it doesn't, then just go ahead and summon for Nodt and Byakuya. Just know that there's no pity in this banner. Like, you're not going to be guaranteed either Byakuya or Nodt compared to when they first came out, where on step 10 or 20, you get one of the characters, and then 25, the selector ticket to choose between the two characters. So, yeah, if you guys want my verdict, again, Nodt is really good, just that he's not as crazy like White or Yuha. But let's say in Limit Break Request, they do, for whatever reason, buff up ranged no affiliation killers again, and they allow you to use mind characters. This character can actually put in the work, although it's gonna suck against the tougher mobs. And then this Byakuya is strictly for Guild Quest. Strictly for Guild Quest. Outside of that, he lacks way too much range to even be considered too good for a character. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching this long video. I just figured I would get my thoughts out once again, and yeah. Take care, lads. Peace out. Bye. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.